Big news coming in. Oxford-Astrazeneca coronavirus vaccine has been approved for use in the United Kingdom. Oxford-Astrazeneca vaccine is going to be leading to a significant increase in vaccination as it is cheap, it's affordable, it's easy to mass produce. Crucially, it can be stored in a standard refrigerator, unlike the Pfizer-BioNTech jab that needs ultra-cold storage at -70 degrees Celsius. Milan Sharma is now joining us live for the latest. Milan, this is a very big development coming in with Oxford-AstraZeneca getting the approval in United Kingdom. Many would receive the jabs much faster, given one, it is affordable, it is cheaper, easy to procure and easy to store as well, above and beyond everything else.
Well, Chetty, the major breakthrough here is that UK's own Oxford-AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine has been approved by the regulator. I mean, earlier it was not being approved and there were waits for the approval, but this spells good news for India as well, because remember that we have been saying that the Serum Institute Oxford and AstraZeneca vaccine that's being made in India also required the drug regulatory approval. Now that finally the government was waiting for the UK government to give its approval, the MHRA in the UK, the drug regulator, has approved the vaccine for usage in their own country, which also is going to have a ripple effect on India, because India has been waiting for this vaccine. So the Efficacy panel in this country is also going to take a call, and they were waiting for a call to be taken by the United Kingdom. So certainly it's going to be good news here, paving the way for vaccinations in India. Now, UK has already started vaccinating with other vaccines, but this was UK's own. So, and India is also going to use this. It's a big news for India as well in the race to look for a COVID vaccine for the vaccinations.
But you know, Milan, let's also put out these facts. As of now, India has not okayed Covishield. Yes, United Kingdom has okayed the Covishield. They've got the authorization. The regulator has given approval. But Indian regulators now perhaps will give the emergency use authorization, but that authorization has not come in as yet. What are we picking up in terms of the timeline of when India would authorize the use of Covishield, which is the Oxford-AstraZeneca one with Serum Institute of India?
Well, Chetty, now as we speak about it, it could be any day. It could be any day in the new year, because the government plans to vaccinate 30 crore people in the first week of January, when they plan to start the vaccination. And we have been saying previously also that the SEC panel here, the subject expert committee people under the drug regulator, had been waiting for a response from the United Kingdom side as well. And this crucial response has come in, which is why now we could look at a faster approval in India as well. And once the approval is given, any day now, vaccination with COVID.
Okay, so any day now, Milan, also the other thing is there were certain concerns as far as this vaccine is concerned in India, because it got itself mired in controversy, if you remember as well. But at the moment, are there any concerns with the vaccine safety and efficacy as far as Covishield is concerned? Because if India can get it anytime soon, the only impediment here would be the safety and efficacy, perhaps, which the regulator will first assess before approving.
Well, that's right, Chetty. Absolutely, the safety and efficacy is very important. The fact that the UK government has now looked at phase 1, 2, 3 trials in the United Kingdom, this is going to augur well for the phase 3 trial that had happened in India. Adar Poonawala, CEO of the Serum Institute of India, has already said that we have submitted all the data. We had reported that last week, that Serum and Bharat Biotech were the two companies that had submitted all their data to the drug regulators in India. So certainly all the safety aspects and efficacy aspects will be assessed. The Serum vaccine has shown an efficacy of more than 60%, which is a reliance factor for the vaccine that is being made by the Serum Institute and Oxford-AstraZeneca for India. And definitely there are, benefits for India, because it's stored at, nominal temperatures. You don't need very deep freeze.
And I do remember, and please correct me if I am wrong, Adar Poonawala had also at some point mentioned, and Business Today was carrying this report as to how it would be 90 to 95% effective, according to Adar Poonawalla, if you keep a 2 to 3 month gap between the jabs, as far as this vaccine is concerned.
Definitely. That is after the second dose. So 2 doses will give an efficacy of more than 90%. And the first dose will give an efficacy of more than 60%. And certainly the drug regulators are waiting for the safety aspects assessment. And after that only, I mean, the health ministry has also said that after that they will be providing the required approvals in India. But the SEC panel, let me tell you, was crucially waiting for a go-ahead from the United Kingdom. They've got this go-ahead. This will definitely be considered in the meeting, which will happen in a day or two, to look at an emergency use authorization for Covishield in India, and certainly that would begin the vaccination process in the entire country.
All right, so hope for India now, since this vaccine gets approval in the United Kingdom. This is an India Today exclusive we are bringing. Perhaps it's India going to be next to get the approval and emergency use authorization for Covishield. We will wait and watch for that development as well. But after UK has approved Covishield, this is going to be hope for India for the approval of Covishield as well. We are being joined by Vikram, Dr. Vikram, who is an associate specialist, University College London Hospitals. Dr. Vikram, appreciate you taking the time off your busy schedule and joining us at this point of time as far as Covaxin is concerned. What are the impediments and what are the concerns when it comes to safety and efficacy? It's been approved for emergency use authorization in the United Kingdom. Matter of time before India gets this, Dr. Vikram.
Hi there. Hi. Thank you for having me on the show. Yes, it's a great news today. This is the moment that we were waiting for a long time. And I was part of the trial, so I'm really happy that it kind of has come to fruition. I don't think there should be any concern about safety right now. That's because all the trials and all the data suggest that the vaccine is very safe. Efficacy is somewhere between 70 to 90%. In fact, the regimen that's been approved is usually half a full dose, which is more than 90% efficacious. So I think in terms of concerns, there should be none right now. Of course, it will have to be monitored as the vaccination pans out, any sort of side effects or any risks that come forth.
And since you mentioned that, Dr. Vikram, just wanted to bring in a few incidents that have taken place during the clinical trials of this particular vaccine, and for that matter, any vaccine for that matter as well. You were involved in the clinical trials of this particular vaccine. There were a few concerns. Certain cases had been flagged off. How would you address those, Dr. Vikram?
Well, I think there was only one main concern about a person having a neurological inflammation, transverse myelitis.
Yes.
And now, after a thorough investigation, it was concluded that it was unrelated, not linked to the vaccine. And similarly, I think with other vaccines in the US, there were some concerns about having Bell's palsy, a facial palsy. Again, this wasn't found to be linked to the vaccine. So again, quite reassuring that there have been no direct implications in terms of any problems or health problems associated with the vaccine.
That's extremely good news. And also, Adar Poonawalla had made a statement, and Business Today has also carried the story that if this particular vaccine, Covaxin, which we're talking about, is given 3 months apart, the vaccine can perhaps be 95% effective as well. What is your take, Dr. Vikram, on this?
I think that's the new sort of data that the company has come up with. After they looked at their regimes and the previous sort of efficacy reports, I think this is the regimen that they are suggesting now. So it's possible that if you keep a gap between the 2 doses and then stimulate the immunity, and as we get more data, probably you might hit the same efficacy levels as some of the other vaccines. But anything more than 70% is very good news. That's a very good level of protection. So anybody out there listening to your program, if they're offered the vaccine, go for it. For you as well as others around you, you want to protect them.
Oh, that's fantastic news, and I thank you very much once again, Dr. Vikram, for taking the time out of your busy schedule and joining us, allaying those fears when it comes to the safety and efficacy of this particular vaccine as well. Perhaps now we're waiting for the Covishield nod in India. Covishield gets its approval right there in United Kingdom. Up to 90% of efficacy has been reported as well. The fears have been allayed by the vaccine manufacturer and Dr. Vikram at the moment on the show as well. He goes on to say once India gets approval for this vaccine, it is safe to go ahead and take that jab.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.